Hi, so welcome to the second part of our video where we are going to look at how to implement the in-app purchases in our Flutter project, right? So in part one, we looked at how to clone or create a Flutter project, right? And we also added the required packages. We signed our application and uploaded the app bundle to Google Play Console, and where we're going to create and the internal testing, right? We just uploaded our application to internal testing. We also joined the program to allow users to test our application. So we also looked at how to configure the testing testing environment, where we're going to use our test card instead of using our real card, right? So if you don't know how to set up all these things, please watch all the steps in part one, right? And so now go back to the project. I just want to highlight something here. Then we are going to need the OnePref package. So this OnePref package is going to make your implementation easily and work with the shared preference. So you don't have to add this separately. The in-app purchases package and the shared preference package, they are already included in the OnePref package, right? Yeah, then let's go to our project now. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a new folder. Just call it screens. Then inside of that folder, I'll create a new file called buy coins, right? Dot. Then it's going to be a stateful widget. Name it buy coins. Then import the material dot, right? And then I will go ahead and change it to a scaffold and pass in the app bar, just an empty app bar, so that I don't see a black screen when I navigate to the screen, right? Go back to the main dot and just wrap this into a gesture detector and remove the const and go back to this screen, right? Then now when I click here, it should take me to the BuyCon screen. Then I'm here right now. Then what you will need is three things. Let's just draft our plans here, right? So what you will need is the list of products. You're gonna get these products from Google Play Console. Also, you're gonna use these products to display them on the screen. What you will need is the in-app engine. This in-app engine, you're gonna use it. There are some methods that are defined in this engine to get the product and also to handle the purchases, right? Then lastly, what you're gonna need is the list of product IDs, a list of product IDs, the one that you're gonna pass to get in the product details and store them to this product list, right? So now we just need to create an empty array of product, right, which is this one right here. So this product details type is coming from the in-app purchase bundle, the in-app purchase package, right? Not a bundle, but package. Yes. Then so this app engine, this is the very important class that we're gonna use right here. So just paste it there. This one is coming from the OnePref, right? It's coming from the OnePref. We're gonna use it to get the products. Very handy package right there. Then what you'll need to create is the list of product IDs. A list of product IDs, right? So now you just need to create a constructor of product ID, then pass in the product IDs that you created from Google Play Console, right? So you can just say this is consumable. Then you also have this to add the reward, right? So this 10 is based on the product ID. If you put in 10, they will get 10. If you put in 26, the user who purchases this, they will get 26. Very simple, right? So now we need to create a function to get these products from Google Play Console. Just let me run this emulator again. Then I'll go ahead and create this method right here, get products. Then it's going to be an async. Then before we get this product, we need to check if the store is available. To check the store if it's available is very simple. You just need to say await, go to the engine, then say get is available. Then it's going to return a boolean. It's going to return a boolean. This boolean is either true or false. If it's connected, it's going to be true. If it's not connected, it's going to be false. Then we need to check if this value is true. If this value is true, yes, we are connected to the Google Play Console or the App Store for iOS. Then we need to get the products, right? We need to get the products. To get the products, we need to come here and add the async also. Then say await, go to the engine and query the products. This method query product is accepting our store products, this product that we defined there, right? So you can just say dot then the query product is going to return a response of product details, right? This one is going to be a response of product details, as you can see the type there. So we're going to use this response to get the product details and assign them there, right? So now to assign them there, you need to use a state, set state, and go back to the product dot add all, take in the response, then say product details. As you can see, it's giving an option of product details. It's a list of product details. Also you have the errors, also you have the not found ID. I'll explain the not found ID just now, right? So let me just go ahead and print this one response here, not found IDs. These not found IDs, it's a list of string. This list of string are the IDs that you did not create from Google Play Console, right? So for an example, I don't have these product IDs. It's going to be returned here. Then here it's going this one is going to add only the ones that are available, that they are created or returned from Google Play Console, right? So now let me just hard reset this, then open up this buy coins, then check the log. There you go. I didn't call this, so I always do that, but forgive me for that. What you need to do is just call an init state and pass in the function, then hard reset this, go back. There you go. So these are the product IDs that are not found. As you can see, this is the one that it was logged here. So now you can go ahead and remove this. Then now let's go to our body. Since now we have the product, a list of products, so now we want to list the list of products in our application. So to list them, what you need to do is create a body, then we can simply use a list tile here. Before we do that, in fact, we just need to create a list builder, since we know it's going to be a list, right? So this one is a context index. It's going to return a list tile. Then this list tile, we can just go to the title and add a text widget. Then in this text widget, what we need to do is go to our products of index, then access the description, right? Access the description. I will explain why you should access the description, right? So I just saved without putting the item count. That's my bad. Then just add the length there. See, now we have got the product description there, right? So there's a difference between the description and the title, right? As you can see, when I'm saving the title on the subtitle, as you can see, it includes the name of the application, the package name. So I usually don't use the title, I use the description. This description is the one that we typed whenever we're creating the product details, whenever we're creating the product there. So I'll go ahead and remove this. Then on the trailing, I want to put the price. Let me just say text, go to the product index dot price, right? Just want to show the price there. And now we have got the products. Now we need to handle the purchase. We just want to launch the purchase flow. To launch the purchase flow, it's very, very simple, guys. Go to your list tile, then just put on click event on tab, then call in the engine, the in-app engine. Then you can go ahead and add the async here, then you can await this, and then handle purchase, right? Handle purchase. Then this is the product. This is the product details. You can get the product details from the product list, pass in the index. Yeah, unfortunately you don't have to pass in the await there, right? So now this function is complete, right? So if you click on this list tile, anywhere from this list tile, you will get the purchase flow here. It's launched, right? It's handled by this step here. Then you can just close it up. Then what we need to do, remember, we need to listen to the changes. We need to listen to the purchases from the user. To do that, we need to go to our init state, then go and say the in-app engine. Then we need to access the in-app purchase instance. Then from this instance, there's this purchase stream, right? Inside of the purchase stream, there's a function called listen. So this function is going to listen to all the purchases, and if the user they restore their product, this is the same listener that we're gonna use to listen and activate the product back to the user, right? So this listener is receiving or is returning a list, right, from Google Play. Then we can just close this. What we need to do is create a function called listen purchases, right? Listen purchases. So this function listen purchases is going to accept that list that is being returned from Google Play Console, right? So let's just remove this arrow function, arrows, then do that, then create this function right here at the bottom. Then it's gonna be of type future void. It's not gonna return anything. We don't need anything from it. We just want it to validate our purchases. Then paste that function. Then it's going to return a list of purchase details. This is gonna be a list, right? So it's an async, then do that, right? So why is it complaining here? Close it. Oh, I need to close it here. Okay, so now we need to look through this list, right? We need to look through this list. We don't know if the user, they have multiple products or what. We don't want to assume that this user only has one or bought one. So we want to look through it and handle all the purchases that are coming from Google Play Console, right? So what we need to do is we need to create a final variable here which we can call it purchase from this list, right? So you can close this. Then what we need to do is this product details. You can just do like this if you don't want to name it final, and from this you can simply get the product details here, which is this one. Okay, I wanted to show you this. You can get the status, you can get the product ID, you can get the purchase ID, right? So what we need to do first, we need to check the status, the purchase status. So to check the purchase status, go to the purchase variable that we created here and say status is equals to, then there's this enum called purchase status, and say it's restored, right? So we want to check if this product is restored. If it's restored, we want to activate it back to the user, or we want to check if this purchase status is purchased, right? There's also purchased there. So now we need to move on, right? So we need to check first if the user is purchasing this on the platform of an Android or iOS, just like that. So there's a simple check called this, and now what we need to do is write an if statement like this and check the platform first. If it's an Android, and from the purchase we want the product ID, right? We want the product ID. Let's copy this. If the product ID is on the product list, so I've got a method also here that says get product IDs only. Then we pass in the product IDs, this one, so if this one, it contains the product ID that is here coming from the Google Play Console, right? So we want to come inside of the if statement. This is just a simple check here against our product IDs that we defined here. So this function get product IDs only is going to return a list of product IDs only and omit this other stuff, right? So let's go inside here now. What we need to do is to create this final in-app purchase Android platform edition, right? So we need to also get the platform. So this one, as you can see, there's an error. It's coming from the package of Android. So we need to come here and add the Android package, which is this one right here. It's coming from the in-app purchase of Android. Then now, as you can see, the error is gone. So we need to come outside of the if statement here. After checking it, if it's an Android, we just need to come outside. So we need to check if the purchase is pending for complete. We go to the purchase pending for complete, then we come here. We don't care if this one is coming from Android or iOS. We just need to check if it's pending for complete purchase, right? If it's pending for complete purchase, we need to come here and say if the purchase is pending for completion. If it's pending for completion, you need to come here and say the purchase, the in-app engine purchase instance, then complete purchase, then pass in the purchase there. which is this one right here. This function is accepting the purchase details, which is definitely this one right here. And then come inside, we will have to write a function here to deliver the product to the user, right? To deliver the product to the user, it's giving the user these 10 coins. Then to give the user the 10 coins, we simply need to write a function here, void give user coins. This function is going to accept a purchase details. Then in this purchase details, what we need to do now, let's come up here and create a variable. Let's just call it int reward is equals to 0 for now, right? Let's come here and say reward is equals to, then now you need to go to this package, then come here and copy this portion here, go back to your code, to your main activity, and initialize the one pref here, right? This one pref, then you can restart your application. So after your application is restarted, so you need to go back to the buy coins file, give user coins. So we need to carry on here. What we need to do is to get the coins that they are locally saved in the application. So to do that, we need to call onepref.get int. Then it's totally up to you if you want to use the key as coins like this. So for me, I will leave it as coins so I understand what it does. So since this one, it can be null, so we need to check if it's not null and then pass in 0 like that. So these coins, we're going to use it to store the coins if the user did buy our coins in our application. Also, we're going to use it to get the saved coins locally in our application and assign it here, right? Then what we need to do is, remember, we have got a list of products here. So we want to access this value, this reward from this list. To access this value from this list, we need to loop through, right? So we don't know how many products that are assigned here. For example, if you have got 3 like this, then this one is 50 coins like that. So the user decides to buy this, we must loop through and check the product ID from the purchase details object and give them this 50. If another user buys this one, we're going to loop through and check the ID and give them this. Let me show you how it works, right? So now to loop through, obviously you will need to have a for each, right? This for each, you can just write this one as a product ID like this. Then this one is coming from the store product IDs. So whenever you loop through, it's going to create one object of this list right here, right? At index 0 is going to give you this list, at index 1 is going to give you this list, and so on and so on. Let me carry on. Let me just close this so I can get more space. So now what we need to do is to check the product ID. Since we are looping through the list, check the product ID. Remember, this is the purchase details. This purchase details, it has the product ID. This product ID, we want to compare this product ID and the product ID that is in this list, right? So if this product right here, ID, of which the ID is gonna be this one right here, right? So it's equals to purchase details, the one that we are passing down into the function, which is this one. dot product ID. If this product ID is the same, then we have got the right object of this list, right? Then what we need to do is come here and say set state, then go to the reward equals to, then this is the reward that we have saved here, plus from the product object, then reward. We want this reward right here, right? So we are sure it won't be null, it won't be null, so we can put this null check there and close this line. If you want to check it like this, you can check it like that, but I don't want to use that. I just want to continue like this because I know this null, it won't be this value, it won't be nullable since I've defined it here. Then now what you need to do is update this key. To update that key with this final value, you need to call the onepref dot set integer. We want to update this key with this value, this one right here, our updated value. So now for an example, if locally I have an example, I have 2 coins, right? I have 2 coins. Then now our user purchase our 10 coins. Then here we're going to get our 10 coins. Here it's going to be 2. Then the total is going to be 12. Then we update that 12 here, right? Then this is what you need to do. Now you are done, right? So let's go back to our buy coins, right? Our buy coins. So let's just copy this function and call it here and pass in the purchase, this purchase right here. Close this function. Then we can just go inside of our buy coins function. So what I need to do is, so that you can see whenever we buy these coins, they will get updated, right? So I will go to my my app bar, then put in a text like that and do like this. Just want to write the reward, there. So the reward is going to be 0 at the moment. If I save this, it's going to show 0 right there. So we need to do the same thing here. Whenever we land to the page in a init state, we want to get the locally saved coins and assign them here and update them in the app bar. At the moment we don't have any coins, right? So what I will need to do, I will need to come here and purchase these 10 coins. Then it's going to be updated there. Then I was going to purchase, then it successfully purchased that, and then it's going to go to the listener, then listener update, then update the coin. There you go, right? So as you can see, we have got these 10 coins. If I can go to the home screen again, and then let me go to my main activity, and I've got an app bar also here. What I will need to do is do this, then put this. I just want to access the onepref get, and then coins. I want to get the coins there. You see, they are 10. They are locally saved in our application. So even if you go to another screen, as long as you use coins, you're gonna get that 10. So now we are done implementing our buying of coins in our application. So in the next video, I will only focus in subscriptions. And then after subscription, I will go to remove ads. And then after I'm done with these steps, then I will come and redesign the application, focus on beautifying the application. So now we're just looking at the core functionality, the steps, how to um, uh, implement in-app purchases and get it right. So we don't worry now. We didn't worry about the design. So the design we're gonna look at later stage. So guys, if you like the video, please consider subscribing for more videos and turn on the notification bell so that when I post a new video, you'll get notified instant or same day. Yep, it's time for me to bounce right now. Bye.